And we're back. One thing to pick up that we did as upkeep, for one, let's see, Fox found a very old and disgusting looking ring that was stuck on the ogre's finger that he acquired, that I forgot to mention earlier. So that's upkeep of what's happened since last time that you heard us.
Pretty much.
So, excuse me. Lucatiel.
Yes.
Frederick slowly wakes up or not wakes up, but becomes more conscious and moving as he turns around and starts rubbing the back of his neck as he looks over. How long has it been?
Like 20, 30 minutes from there.
Did we kill it?
Yep, it's dead. It's over there. Just
looks
point to
over
the
at
burning
pile.
body.
Yeah. Well, that's surprising. He would stand up very weakly.
So when were you gonna tell us?
He would stumble forward, actually.
So when were you gonna tell us you were cursed?
He would look at you. He's like, who told you this?
That one, and just point to Raceland.
No, I'm not cursed.
Sure, and everyone has bulging green veins going through their neck and head whenever they cast a spell and then pass out.
I have a condition.
That condition's a curse.
No, you...
There isn't any singular regular medical condition that causes that shit, sir. Especially not when it's only after you cast a spell.
So you're trying to tell me that you're a doctor now?
I'm trying to tell you what he told me and for you to take care of yourself. I'm not going to bring back a corpse to the Hunter Lodge.
Just as Fox says, it's like, okay, you guys ready to carry this corpse back to the...
Yeah, that's mediocre. Just ready to carry this half-ogre corpse? Let's go.
As you would say that, he would kind of just open his mouth like he was going to say something, an argument, but he'd close it and turns his head and is like, yeah, fine. So are we going to continue moving on?
Well, first we gotta wait for our, druidic friend to get out of the tree. He's been in there for a little while now.
He's not dead, is he?
Nah. I mean, if he was, we probably would have heard a scream or see the blood come out from where he got wrapped up.
That's disconcerting. He just looks at you and just raises a brow.
I mean, when you cast a spell and you then pass out and puke up all sorts of creepy bile, it's disconcerting.
He would raise his
I'm
hands
pretty
up
much
and
used
just
to
like,
that.
taken.
Yeah.
Everything's relative now.
Yeah.
But moving up towards the orbs over there. Yeah, you guys look as this one red orb is actually glowing and radiating a small dim light.
Fox, you took notes. What did they say?
I mean, I'm mostly describing what it says on there. Like I told you earlier, I know I have the capability of reading it. I just don't consciously know what it says, and I just like show them the paper, and it just looks like nothing, just all gobbledygook.
Okay. If I'm reading this, can I make anything more out of it than what he had?
Give me a history, actually.
Okay.
Okay, now give me a willpower.
My mind!
The history! It's overtaking me!
It's all connecting. Red string on the billboard.
So as you're looking, as he's saying this and like going over his notes, you just turn and look into the orb. You just put your hands up onto your chin. As for a moment your mind just flashes as you go into a porch with kids there, standing around a maiden, as it sounds like they're like pulling on her dress, asking for something to eat. As she just smiles down at them as she kneels down and starts feeding them these sandwiches. As you look over at them, as you bring your arm up towards your face, as you wipe your brow, as you feel a sense of pride looking at these kids and this woman for some reason. And it was then that you noticed that the sky began to have this large clouds begin to roll in from the distance. As a shockwave begins to shudder, as the 2-story house that the woman was standing next to begins to shudder as well, as the shockwave blows the house apart into just shatters, as you come back to where you are currently.
Those are some powerful notes you got there.
I mean, what?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Listen, truth is, I am the ultra nerd. No. Take all the best notes. As give him an eyebrow and shrug. Oh, okay. What do you think of that little flame thing in there, gem? As I go back to inscribing.
Not sure. If I had to guess, I would say these orbs react to elemental changes. If we could find a way to activate the other 3, I'd be awfully curious as to what happens.
Okay. How about I light something on fire again? You go over there and cry a bit, and I'll get Mukutio to get over here and start blowing at the gem. That old white one or whatever. What do you think?
I think we need a druid to conjure up some water.
Yeah. Need to fifth
I,
element this bullshit.
Yeah, right. I think I don't know what to do about what I'm assuming is electricity based.
I mean, wouldn't the yellow one be Earth?
Yeah, I think the yellow one's Earth. Just throw some sand at it.
Probably need something magical to happen.
Yeah, maybe not. You never know.
That's
Again,
maybe
our druid friend can help us out with that.
Oh wait, actually, it wasn't from my fire. It was when you were doing your glowy hand.
Guys,
Yeah.
I'm gonna need to take a minute. Need to reboot the router.
Okay.
Alright.
All right. Goliath, I knew it. Reading kills.
Hidden trap. It's always the book.
Yeah, right.
Just have a book filled with explosive runes and nothing else.
Listen, what is that? Mist? Come on.
But you guys are, you did have that moment. You keeping quiet about that? Well, actually, that's a good point. Are you trying to hide that fact that, something went down in your own little mind palace?
Yes, absolutely.
Alright. Fox, are you trying to keep active paying attention to him as you explaining this, or were you just doing this on a... not really paying much mind to him?
Well, when we were discussing the orbs?
Yes.
No, I'm gonna be like saying all this as like my head's down, like in the paper, like inscribing like paper, like ruined paper.
So yeah, you would have missed it.
Okay.
By the time you look back up, he's just like, huh? What? Yeah. Nice notes.
Right.
His
Okay.
exact words were powerful.
Powerful
Yeah.
notes.
Powerful notes. Words
I mean-
contain much power.
Right. Wizards.
So, the long and short of it is, we need to get our druid friend out this tree.
I mean, how much more time do we plan on giving him? Should we start resting
I don't
and
know.
taking shifts?
I don't really want to leave him in there forever. I'm a little anxious about it, to tell you the truth.
Well, that's why I'm saying, where do we cut the time limit at?
Honestly, these things could probably take a little while because it's probably some mix of magic and religious and natural bullshit.
That's a
So-
lot of stuff all thrown together.
Yeah, it is. So I say just let's make camp
Looking at
here.
every planet still.
Let's rest, recuperate, make sure that ogre doesn't get back up no matter what those plants do. And
Or
then
Or the
hopefully
curse.
he'll get or the curse. And then hopefully he'll be out by then. After we've all rested and recuperated and done all that sort of thing.
And hopefully I haven't thrown up my liver because holy crap, my stomach.
Yeah.
But then, wouldn't he need to rest as well once he's out? So we're stuck for
Eh.
another however long?
Probably, but we can at least move him while he's under the protection of 4 rested individuals.
Yeah.
All right. So
At best.
as you
yeah.
guys get to that point, I need all of you to make a listen check. Ding dong, the witch is dead.
Great. Can we loot her?
You all become cursed real quick.
Ricelin and Fox get it.
Like I said, Mukatil, you are oblivious to this, but Ricelin and Fox, you hear the sound of movement coming from that same path where the ogre came from.
I immediately stand like my crossbow coming out.
I immediately cry inside because I have no spells.
What you mean is you also grab your crossbow and
That's
snipe
exactly
it
what I mean.
So, Mukatil, you're just having this conversation with them as they both stand up and take their crossbows out.
Yeah, and then I see them like, oh, well, shit. They just stand up and get ready to punch something.
As you turn
Yeah.
and ready yourselves, you notice a slender form walking from the entrance. He looks to be like his head bent down and the image of what looks to be a quill and a book in his hand, as it looks like he's just writing things down currently. His physique looks humanoid, minus the fact that he has these very sharp and obvious tells of not being born full human. It looks like there's somewhere, possibly further, closer, it's unsure, but some demon has touched his bloodline.
So, Tiefling.
I whisper that under my breath. Actually, Raceling can probably hear it. Tiefling.
Punch him in the dick.
Can I move off to the side and go stealthy? Is that a thing I can pull in this amount of time?
You can attempt it, but you can only move your movement, or your movement if you're trying to get a full movement away. Because
I only need to go 15 feet, which would be a half. Like, I just want to get to the wall, specifically where it's less the dim lights and more me. Yeah. Oh, you are right there. Holy crap. Okay. Oh no, alright, that's more what I thought. It's like, wait a second.
I love how I can't see any of this because the map is black for me.
Because
Well,
you're in a
that's
tree.
that's what you get for being in
Yeah,
the tree.
yeah, it's just like, oh, you're right there. It's like, what the hell is going on?
So yeah, I just want to move the 3 to the left. Then to here. And then you wanna hide?
Yes.
Alright.
Ding dong, the witch is dead.
Hey, it's above mediocre.
That is above mediocre. As the man comes over to here and he's continually writing, he stops and looks over. You see Mukatil and Raistlin. He's like, oh. Well then, who would you two be?
I don't say
Wrestling,
anything.
got anything? Yeah. I was like narrowing my eyes and crossing my arms at him.
He would raise a brow and look unamused as he writes out, rude?
Love it.
Well, are you looking for Sarandel? Are you his accomplishments or mates?
I was like, sort of just stare at this guy, like not believing that he's just being so calm. Then looking to the corpse of the ogre, then back to this guy.
It doesn't look like
Still
he
just-
has vision of the ogre yet.
That's fair.
Can I begin moving silently down this wall? Maybe.
Every time that you do it, you would have to give me a move silence. But remember, you're moving silent, so your movement's halved.
Yeah, I just want to move 10 feet at the moment. Just to there, and then a move silent would be. Where are you? Aha!
Aha?
Uh-huh.
What is aha?
Ha ha!
Not bad. Even better.
I have become very stealthy lately.
Very nice.
As
That rash of tripping over your own face. Stop.
Yeah, I learned to stop tripping over stalagmites.
as you are moving that way, actually, Frederick does the same thing, but moving towards a tree, just staying out of sight.
Excellent.
As you guys remain silent still, he looks down at his book.
Not quite sure what you're expecting us to say here, sir.
Well, it's nice to know that you can understand English, or common at least. What are you doing down here? Who do you work with? Are you here to visit Sarandel? Or are you here to lead services or try to put money towards the cause?
Well, I suppose that we had come down to visit. We had heard tales of some sort of production being done here. And we were hoping to investigate for ourselves. Unfortunately, some of our compatriots aren't with us at the moment, and if we were to go truly visit anywhere, we would prefer to have them along.
Did you kill your horse? He says, using the quill to point behind you.
No, simply run to the point of exhaustion. We were trying to get here very quickly.
If I can expand upon my associate's remarks, we are investors and we're looking to gain information about your production so we know that it is worth our time and resources.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I don't believe that we had anybody marked for being shown the facility, but if that's the case, if you have not met Sarandel already, he's our resident ogre that we have hired. You needn't worry, he's quite calm. He's actually under the assumption that he's helping protect an orphanage, so that's that. He's actually very compliant.
I imagine so.
Yeah, sure.
But yes, if you follow me,
We're terrible people.
well, come on, follow me.
I just looked at Ryson and was like, go on.
Yes, of course.
May I have your names for the record?
Bill.
Bill of the...
Bill the elf.
I would like to, now that he's distracted with that, I'd like to move a little bit closer. Just move down to here.
Alright, give me a stealth again.
Oh, not as good.
Mm.
Wow.
As he's writing, he's like, give me one moment. As he closes the book and holds his palm out as I need to read. Make sure that I give you the right save.
I want a reflex save. Please, a reflex save. Oh, a reflex save would be amazing.
You know what you're gonna get? A con save. No.
Know what you get? A strength check.
Con save wouldn't be bad, actually. That'd be okay.
Need a will.
Well, same as the con save. Or the fortitude save, for that matter. Hey, a little bit better.
Yes.
A little bit better.
Wow.
Now, if I had only rolled down my stealth, this wouldn't be an issue.
Probably. Yeah.
So as you feel these arcane elements like start to wrap around you, Fox, you feel like it's trying to seize your mind, but you push through it as you notice that his wrist is like turned in an awkward direction towards where you are. Alright, I see you over there. Come out.
I step up next to Rasslin, my crossbow, like in both hands, in full view, and like pointed down at the tiefling's feet. I don't say anything at first. I just look businesslike, but like business menacing.
Is this your hired man?
Of course. Please forgive us. You don't expect us to come down into these dangerous parts without some sort of security.
Dangerous, please. The only hassle is this reckless dwarf that lives too close.
Oh.
Which you can easily circumvent because his house is, honestly, quite out the ways to get here.
I understand.
Still, one must be cautious.
Very much so. But he would put his hand back down and reach down to grab his book and open it back up. As we were, with your names.
I am Teleron of the Monastery of the Cycle.
Ah. Monastery of the Cycle. I'm not too sure that we're familiar with that group.
It's a very far-off monastery, one that focuses on the natural cycle of things, but honestly I've grown quite wary of their teachings. So now I've come to try to find out more about odds and ends of my own volition.
And how many heads do you tend to supply for our calls?
Beg your pardon, I'm not quite sure I understand what you mean.
Well, all investors invest heads, as in...
Of course. Honestly, I was just hoping to see how things are. I was planning on investing at least 2 heads, but I could definitely invest more if I believe that the general production is worthy and stable.
Of course. Well, I'd be glad to show you all the proper tour if you follow me. But, obviously before that was what name and how was it spelled again?
Teleron, Telyorn.
Put it in the chat for me.
Actually, I also spelled it wrong because I'm tired. So, that one.
Very well. And of your friends?
Our hired man simply goes by the name Badger. It's quite odd.
I clear my throat. Ed. Marcus Sorrentius Neverthor Laville. Most just call me Badger for that reason.
Badger.
It's
As you can see.
It's a very interesting name for a bodyguard.
Complicated past.
Bodyguard, spy, generally whatever we need him to be. Except cook.
I won't
We don't
question
usually
your
like-
means.
Listen,
much.
that was once, okay? Okay.
I'm not one to question your means of naming or your naming conventions, but I'll put you down as both. And did you say your name was Bill, Sir Elf?
Yes, in fact, it is Bill.
Bill.
Just Bill.
Full name William.
Just Bill.
You lack a surname.
Indeed, it's just Bill.
Okay. Understandable. And how many heads are you looking to?
Well, I hope to invest around 11.
11,
If-
sir.
11, if
Oh
or more.
my.
I have more at my disposal if the cause is worthy.
Well, these are very good news. Yes, I'd be more than happy to show you our VIP service, actually.
Sounds classy.
Then there's just another female tiefling grinding all upon you.
Can I make a sense motive check, please?
That doesn't sound bad at all.
I mean, there's worse things.
You're making a sense motive check. The first one in this entire conversation. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank
Yep.
Yes, silently yelling like sense motive.
Alright. Give me a moment.
I just have this feeling. Is like, oh, sure, I totally believe it.
And then we just realize, and he's like, no, let's kill them.
You know what?
That's not the greatest base roll.
I'm gonna throw my 2 cents in there. My 2 cents are worth 2 cents.
So with Rai and Mukatil, he just seems very upfront about his job. It looks like he's trying to provide a service and sell a product to what it looks like, or at least the image of trying to make you become interested in what he has to offer. Mukatil, you still feel uneasy about the situation, simply for the fact that not too far around this corner, the ogre that he's been speaking of already has been killed by your group, and it just feels off to you.
Because it's just so business. It's like we told him he was protecting an orphanage. Anyway.
Well, if you follow me, I'll lead you into the intersanctum.
Very well.
As he would close the book, put it in his robes, and begin to walk south into that narrow pathway that you guys went through. Or not gone through, but where the ogre left from.
Jesus, there's an entire other pathway back here.
Yes, there is.
So left out.
Well, if you decide not to essentially take the frickin' hookah and go to sleep for 8 hours,
There's no guy involved. I just meditated. That's.
your nature
I
hookah.
didn't know it. There was 8 hours. I didn't know. So you generally don't pluck hookah into the back of your neck, you know?
Well, I mean,
Well,
Wow.
how strong do you want it?
you're doing it wrong.
I'm surprised we didn't have to go through a single bluff check the entire time. He must not give a crap.
I mean, he has no reason to not believe us.
This is true.
I mean, he has some reason to. It's...
Was it just me, or did the map
I mean,
go black?
Yeah, the map went black because we're moving on to a different map, I'm guessing.
Finally.
Map has always been black for me.
And then the druid is gonna have to come in and save the day, like 7.5 hours from now.
God, I do not. The hot.
You guys don't mind if I delay for another 8 hours by taking a nap, right?
Another, 15.5 hours from now.
So,
And he comes in with a whole, like, pack of wolves on his
So,
heels. The
fast-
cavalry.
fast forwarding through the hours of periods of times, you awoke Hogan as you're looking into the darkness, trying to figure out a way to get out of here, as you hear the sound of just like branches being broken and moved, as a bright beam of light just shines in your face as you see a hand sticking out towards you.
It's Big B's
Ah,
big fist.
What's the hand look like?
It's clothed in some awkward garb, and as you try to look up the arm to look towards the face, you see this mask that looks quite familiar, that looks to be belonging.
Frederick. Oh, yes. Alright, so I'll take his hand. You know, the sort of like, secure hold.
As you do so, he pulls you out as you can hear the sound of him like breathing heavy, as if he's been running for quite a long time. As he pulls you out and lets you get out, as he has his hands on his knees, as he just starts breathing heavy again.
Yeah, I kind of brush myself off and I'm like, you okay there? Like,
He looks up to you as he removes his mask, as like he's just drenched in sweat, as he looks at you and is like, "We've got some big trouble." And with that, that's the end of this week.
Of course it is.
So, how much experience did we get? And does it actually matter because we might be dead?
That's what you said last week. Look
I
at
mean-
us.
I mean, yeah,
God
like,
damn.
The thing is, with this, we're literally in like the shittest situation we could possibly be in. We're
well,
going
not
into
in
the
a great
enemy's
situation, no.
We're going into the enemy's essentially inner sanctuary, where they got all their bullet hulks with not our whole party, not the strongest member that helped us before. Our wizard is out of spells. You're almost out of crossbow bolts, and I have no stunning fist for the day.
And you don't have a Frederick.
Well,
And we, like I said, that was the strongest one of us, the Frederick.
yes. I do thank you for misinterpreting that as me, though.
I mean, you're pretty strong with your constant wolves.
Wolves are pretty badass.
Right?
Yes.
Those were so clutch.
Those wolves definitely
True, the wolves
did
did like 20-something damage to the ogre.
oh my goodness, that was so annoying. But, that aside, thank you all for sitting with us and watching us. Sorry that the game kind of cut short, but it's gonna be interesting. Catch us next week to see what happens. It's gonna be fun. But until then,
See
guys,
if I'm the only remaining party member.
you're the only one left. Everyone else is dead because they were eaten by Shia LaBeouf.
They have mercy. No, the ancient evil is released.
But thank you guys for watching. We will catch you guys next week for another episode of The Blind Mountain. Peace.
Have a good night, everyone.
Oh,
Later.
before that, plugs.
Oh yeah, by the way, if you want to see the highlights of this and greatly enhanced, as well as Let's Plays going across a variety of RPGs / sci-fi shooters, head over to Insert Disc 2, which there would be a link provided in the chat. And you can find me there, getting into all kinds of trouble. Usually actually worse odds than this. You can imagine.
That's scary.
Well, I mean, last video that just went up this morning was me going up against the God of Death in one of the hardest games ever created, Dark Souls. So,
That's easy. What are you talking about?
and there's the link for everyone in the chat. So yay! Let's
Dark
play.
Souls 3 comes out
2.
pretty soon. Remember
Yes, which is why I'm blitzing through Dark Souls 1, so I only have Dark Souls 2 and 3 going at the same time, instead of 1, 2, and 3 going at the same time.
that. I mean,
Yes,
you
I will.
blitz Dark Souls.
I can blitz Dark Souls, okay?
Well, Dark Souls
Okay.
2 is pretty easy.
Yeah.
It's the easiest,
Well, I'm
one
blitzing.
to, it's the easiest one to speedrun.
I'm blitzing Dark Souls 1. And no, it's not necessarily a speed run, I'm just going into a lot more focused production of just constant Dark Souls. That's what I mean by that.
Thank you
Lyra,
guys for
guys-
watching, and yeah, we'll catch you guys next week. Thanks.
Next week.
Peace.
You be here, or there'll be problems.
Yep. Bye.